You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, I'm lesbrown. I got a message for you today. Our daily is going to have some value for you because I'm going to be talking about something that's important for all of us, and that is, I got a message for you. What are you going to do for you? I spend most of the time thinking about what I'm going to do for my children, what I'm going to do for my grandchildren. I got 4 grandchildren, 4 great-grands, and so they don't really know. I have to put my name in there. Yeah, because when you think about the fact we've been taught to be unselfish, let me share something with you that I found. Selfishness is not a bad thing. No, not totally. No. Then sometimes you got to start thinking about what am I doing for myself that I know I should be doing? How much time and energy am I spending on me, on taking care of me, my mental state alone? There's some little things that people you love and care about, you look out for, that they can do. If they were thoughtful, if they were considerate. Have you ever been thoughtful and considerate and did things for others that you wish that they would do the same thing for you? Yeah. And so as you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams. This is a time that this coronavirus, one of the things that you learn, that nothing's permanent. Things are happening all over the place to people that we care about. And you got to have a strategy for you. Because I realize no one is going to care more about you than you. Let me, and so many ways, it is mind-boggling. But I'm the one that's responsible. I have a friend named Jeff Throats, and Jeff, he's a quadriplegic. And Jeff, you know what I admired about Jeff? Jeff interviewed his doctors. He interviewed his doctors. And when there's a change of medication, he gets all of his doctors on the phone and he asks them, can you explain how this new medication you're prescribing for me, how it's going to interact with all the other medications that I'm taking? He's involved, he's engaged. And I observed that and I said that was good, but I really didn't take it to heart. I didn't take that on. But now I am. I was talking to someone last night. I've been and I'm working to overcome type 2 diabetes. So they did an assessment on me. I found out there's a method that has been patented that can help you reverse type 2 diabetes. Listen to me. Listen to this. So they started asking me some questions. How much insulin do you take? And I said, 24 units of Livermere at night. No, 64 units of Livermere at night, 30 units in the morning. And Humalog, I take 14 units 3 times a day. He said, I'm asking, what does that mean? What's that grunt? What does that mean? He said, that's a lot of insulin. So what are the consequences? Stress on your kidneys, a bullet train to dialysis machine? What? Listen to me. I don't know if you're one of those people like me. I'm not interested in being on dialysis. My sister-in-law is on dialysis. My brother, when he takes her, you know what they say? We're going to the spa. The spa? Oh, I guess change the name. We're going to the spa. Because I haven't had any doctor saying, here are the things that you need to do that prevent you from destroying your kidney. That they don't say to me, oh, do you know if you're on insulin for a long period of time, that can cause cancer? What? And then say to me, here's a plan of action. If you do this, this, and this, and we will help you and coach you and give the support that you need so that you can get off the insulin. They don't say, how you doing? They're just prescribing me medication. They cut it out, burn it out, or drug it out. Now, that's not on them, but I'm giving myself the gift of taking care of me, the gift of looking at, first, my joy. So I do things to make me feel good and happy. I create the gift of a drama-free zone. Don't nobody bring me no bad news. A drama-free zone. I don't do drama. And if you have a problem with that, I'm fine with that. I don't do drama. All right? That's one. So I deliberately laugh a lot. I deliberately have certain friends, my joy friends, Lauren Hudson and Celeste Johnson, and we send each other different memes. I mean, they got some funny stuff out here about everybody. But you know the main one, they got some stuff out here, right? Oh my goodness. I got the best collection ever. And so I laugh. I have a certain amount of laughter every day. Why? I study the area of psychoneuroimmunology. Psycho, the mind, neuro, the nervous system, immunology, your immune system. How do you think I've been kicking cancer's butt for 29 years? I have a plan of action. I study, I do my research. And laughter is a major part of it. A guy by the name of Dr. Norman Cousins, he wrote a book called The Anatomy of Illness, and he got a lot of Groucho Marx movies, and he also got some I Love Lucy movies and different other funny movies. And even though he was a physicist, even though he was diagnosed with terminal cancer, he watched all these movies and he laughed himself back to good health. Doctors had released him to go home and get his affairs in order. When I read that, I copied that. Anybody that's successful, I want to learn what they're doing, and I'm going to incorporate that. That's why I don't mean to be insensitive when people tell me about who they know who died from prostate cancer. No, tell me who lived and what did they do. I'm sorry for your uncle or for your brother or for your father. My heart goes out to you. Tell me who lived. That's what I'm interested in. My goal is to die young at an old age. I didn't get here by accident. I worked to get here. And my goal is to move further into the future. And so as you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams, what's the gift that you're giving to yourself? Know the gift I'm giving to myself? I'm checking out everything now. So now I'm asking everything. I'm checking out. I've got my kids working with me, looking at all the various medications and what the side effect, because my goal, my gift to myself is to get off it. I used to be on 25 3 times a day. I'm down to 7. Even though 7 is my lucky number, I'm not trying to do that. I'm getting off it. That's a gift to my health. Because these medicines have side effects. And they don't sit down and have you conversations about that. Why? They don't have the time. It's not personal. And take the time. Be responsible. Find out yourself. Okay? Does that make sense to you, what I'm saying? So you want to focus on giving yourself the gift of joy. I'm thinking about things that will make me feel good. I want to get pictures of all my great-grandsons and all of my grandchildren and all my children, and I will look at them. I'm going to get them, make them large. You see some of them back there in the back. Those are the ones that work with me, but I'm going to make it large so I have time just to look at them. This surrounded by my children, my grandchildren, and my great grandchildren. All right. Now that's one area of joy. There's certain things. Guess what else? I like playing with clay, and I'm teaching myself how to create little things. I'm teaching myself art, and I'm taking voice lessons because I know there's a John Legend voice in me and a Luther Barnes voice. God's grace. Anybody want to know how I got here? God's grace. Come on now. So this is the stuff I'm doing for me. I'm taking voice lessons for me. I read a guy who he's 73 and he paints. He's become a star on the internet and he's teaching other people how to paint. You know what he said? And he and I are coming from the same place. I just want to help put people's mind in another place than just being fearful and feeling insecure and being stressed out by Corona. That's a great idea. Just want to put people's mind, and his work is very good. I like it. You can Google it, you'll see. 73 years old. So here's the other thing, is that not only being joyful and creating joyful moments and watching funny movies and listening to some of my favorite music and dancing to it, but other thing is taking care of my health. Really getting serious. Really getting serious. Making a commitment to do what I know. Write this down. Do what you know, not what you feel. I know drinking more alkaline water works for me and strengthening my immune system. I know having a plant-based diet of organic foods has allowed me to kick cancer's butt for 29 years. That the doctors at Cancer Centers of America are impressed. You look good dealing with 4th-stage cancer all this time. But to be honest, sometimes I want a bean pie. And I ask, do they sweeten it with stevia? No, you knew the answer before you asked. Sometimes I want a sweet potato pie. Do they sweeten it with stevia? No, but I found a guy down in Fort Lauderdale, he does. And I'm going to send him a text message today so he can send me a sweet potato pie overnight. He makes the crust out of mushrooms, and it tastes like mama's sweet potato pie. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And he sweetens it with stevia. I'm not going to eat the whole pie, but I don't get close. I don't be telling those around me with their mask on. Only going to be about 3 peoples. Your eyes may shine, your teeth may grit, but none of the sweet potato pie will you get. Oh, behave, all right? So give yourself the gift of joy, laughter, peace of mind, create a drama-free zone, and have a game plan for your health. Good things that you know you need to do. Do what you know, not what you feel. I don't feel like walking around the house. I'm not going to do that, but I can walk around the house. I can go up and down the steps 10 times a day with some encouragement, with some support. Arthur, he walks with me. He talks with me. Who's Arthur? I'm talking about arthritis. Now, there are people who are distant healers. If you can do some distant healing, it's my right bun. Okay, you hook a brother up and send me an invoice. I'll acknowledge you, okay? Oh my goodness. It's a trip when you get up and can't get up and move around as fast as you used to. It's a trip. It's humbling. I'm telling you, it's humbling. But hey, my goal is to be young at an old age. You got 2 ages, your chronological age and your physiological age. And so my goal is to slow this aging thing down, to change it up, to reverse it. And so do some things that improves your health. I take care of my health. I take care of my face. I'm getting into yoga and Tai Chi. I'm getting into dancing. Why? To move. I got to have movement because it strengthens your immune system. It fights cancer. I got to have movement so I can still be flexible. There's a quote that I want to read to you. I want you to write this down. And it's a quote that has, I think, profound meaning. Common sense, but not necessarily common practice. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Write that down. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. Today I had an opportunity to eat something that I enjoy very much. I love cinnamon graham crackers. I passed them out and I said, "You done good." Do something today that your future self will say thank you. I monitor my blood sugar and my blood pressure. I don't take anything for granted. Coronavirus is not the only thing that can take you out of here. I have a friend who just neglected and looked past diabetes and bam, he's blind out of nowhere. Hey, there is no duplicate for life. Jerry Jackson, his mother told him that. That is so true. We got to monitor, watch as well as pray. Yes. And so do what you know, not what you feel. What is it you can do today that your future self will say, "Thank you for doing that"? Now you have extended and pushed back the time of being a burden to your children or somebody in a nursing home. See, my goal is not to be a burden to my children. I love them. I believe they love me. But that doesn't feel good for me. I want to be independent. That's my goal. Mamie Brown, my mother at 89, she was independent. I knew where Mama was going to go. One, when she gave my sister the money she had in her bra. I remember Mama sent Margaret Ann to the store. Margaret Ann was around 11 years old. Mama gave her $20, and my sister, trying to imitate Mama, put it in her dress, thinking that it was go hold. She had nothing there to hold it and lost that $20. I just went straight down. I knew where Mom was going when she gave Margaret Ann that money she had, and she always kept some money in her bra for a rainy day. And I knew she was going when she gave me her gun. My mother, she always kept a gun. We never got a key to come in the house. Mama was different. I had to come around, and I sat to the side and say, Mama? Yes, Leslie, I'm here. Okay. I'll get up and open the door. Nobody's going to run up on Mama and surprise Mama. Mama kept that gun on her nightstand. Mamie Brown, she would light your buns up. You try to come up in there. Woo! She had a guy named, I ain't gonna tell you his name, but he said something offhand to one of my foster sisters. Mama came out with her gun, and she said, you know something? If you're not ready to see your maker now, you will run out that front door and don't look back. And you should have seen him, because she didn't have her finger up. She had her gun up. Baby Brown didn't play that. You got women today allowing their boyfriends take advantage of their daughters and their sons. Oh, Mamie Brown didn't play that. No. I don't know how I got there. Here's something else. There are all kinds of opportunities now. And you got to work to develop yourself so you can see these opportunities and take advantage of them. That's what's important right now. Get a running start on it. Maximize your time now. How are you going to spend the rest of this year working on yourself and looking for opportunities that you can explore? You better use what you got where you are with what you have and make it work for you. Make it work for you. Get something out of it. If you've lost everything, get something out of it. You've been slapped down. Don't come up with nothing. Come up with something. Come up with an idea. Come up, listen to me. There's a lady named Gwen. Life slapped her down. She lost her corporate job. She was in an accident with her daughter, and she just got tired of convalescing, and she went downstairs and say, hey, come on down. We're going into the wine business. Gwen Hurt, Hurt. I talked about her the other day. And she and her daughter, she knew nothing about the wine business, but she's willing to learn. What is it that you know now? What are you willing to learn that will make your life dramatically different? I'm starting the lesbrown Greatness magazine. I'm starting the lesbrown Greatness Center. Why? It's a dream I had, and I went back to it, stopped because of the fear of success. We were created by the Creator to create. The disruptions that you're experiencing, you know what that means to me and to you? That God has something bigger and better. Colonel Sanders, his life was disrupted by the expansion of the expressway in the neighborhood that eliminated his mom and pop restaurant, and he lost all of his money. You know what he did? At 65, when he got a Social Security check and said, this ain't nothing. He didn't sit around and say, I wonder when the next one coming. He told his wife, baby, I'm going to find somebody that's going to invest in my idea. Nobody can fry chicken like me. And he went from city to city looking for investors. 50 people said no. 100 people said no. He ran out of money. He slept in his car. Guess how he fed himself? He would go into a restaurant and he said, hello, how are you? Oh, they call me the Colonel. I have a special formula for chicken. You do? Yeah. My chicken tastes better than your chicken. And they said, no, it doesn't. He said, let me fix it. And he prepared his chicken. Then he gave them some to eat. And they said, no. He said, okay. And then he ate the rest. You got to be creative. Got over 500 rejections, but somebody said, you know what? This tastes good. You got something here. Yeah, what's that recipe? Oh, I can't tell you that. I tell you, I have to shoot you. And they became partners. There's somebody you need to partner with that can help you go to the next level. There's somebody that's got your money in their pocket and they're willing to invest in you. I was in Detroit, Michigan, speaking for the Dick Gregory Bahamian Diet. And a guy was in the audience, Dr. Talmadge McKinney, an orthodontist, heard me speak. I made him laugh. He thought I had a funny laugh. His mother died during that time. And he said, I made him laugh. What do? I speak. Do you have a business plan? No. Come stay with me and my fiance, Doris. I spent the night with him, woke me at 5 o'clock in the morning. You don't have a business plan, but you know something? You got something. Here. Good luck. I counted $95,000. I said, man, you got a contract or something for me to sign? No. I've signed contracts with people and they never paid me. I believe you will. I hope you make it, young man. You got a talent. You made me laugh. I don't laugh much. My name is Bud Talmadge McKinney. I made that $95,000. In 3 years, converted it to $1 million. Came back and gave him that $95,000 plus $35,000 interest. He gave me the interest back. Said, no, I've had written agreements with people who never paid me a dime back. And you did this on a handshake. You're going to do well. Be right by people. I helped somebody the other day going through a tough time. And I just called and said, when you going to pay me back? Won't even return my call. Isn't that interesting? There are people like that. There's some people that are just not good people, have no sense of integrity. But there's some good people out here. And fortunately, he was not cynical, and he saw something in me, and he gave me a shot. I'm encouraging you. I don't care how many rejections you've had. I don't care how many people who don't think your idea is worth anything. But if you are persistent, somebody is going to give you a shot. Somebody's going to give you a shot. My friend Virginia Clark died from coronavirus. She said to her daughter, Marcy, when I go, I've lived a full life, and life don't owe me no change. I'm going to spin it all up until midnight. I'm going to burn the oil, figuring out what else I can get out of this. See, here's what most people don't know. If you're not willing to learn, nobody can help you. But if you're willing to learn, throw your net on the other side. If you're willing to learn, no one can stop you. So that you won't be a witness, but you will be a participant and helping people to discover the greatest new version of themselves by learning something new now. Doing something now. That's what you have to do. I'm doing that now. Take care of my health. Releasing weight, not losing, because anything you lose, you go look for. I'm releasing it by doing the right things now and getting some help. Because if I knew how to do it by myself, I would have done it. And life is about surrendering. Sometimes you just got to just face the reality. Your best thinking has produced the life that you now have. You're stuck. And if you want to upgrade your life, you've got to be willing to surrender and give up who you've been and allow someone who has a trained eye, someone who's accomplished, someone who's done and doing what you want to do to guide you to the greatness that you have within you, to take you to a place within yourself that you can't go by yourself. Yeah, this is where the rubber hits the road. You deserve it. You deserve it. Yes, you do. It's interesting that your big opportunity may be right in front of you. And I'm encouraging you, don't miss it, because many times people don't take advantage of the opportunity in the lifetime of the opportunity. Those who hunger and thirst after righteousness, they shall be filled. You have something special. You have greatness in you.